Hello Year 9s, this is Miss Rowe. This is the lesson we did last week on flowcharts. So I'm just going to go over a few things in case you've missed anything. So lesson objectives can give examples of why flowcharts are used, can create a flowchart correctly to help design an algorithm. So we started off with the symbols on the board. Obviously I'm showing you the answers now, but we went through the different types of symbols. The first one, start, end. Then we had the direction of flow arrow, which is this one here. Input and output, process and decision. And the girls who drew it on the whiteboard did a fantastic job and everyone agreed. So there we go. So, activity, how to make a cup of tea. I know a lot of you were laughing about this, but similar to the toothbrush exercise we did last week, so an algorithm of how to brush your teeth and the sequences and the steps that you take, this is the same thing. So it's start, stop, and you had to put these in order. And like I said, there isn't a right or wrong answer to this because everyone makes a cup of tea different. Some girls said, well, we don't use a teapot, so put tea bag in teapot, it's unnecessary for you, so you changed it. So there's pour tea bag in teapot, then what do? You would boil the water, and then etc. You go through, wait until brewed, and then even the add sugar part. Some people said, well, we don't have sugar in our tea. But in a logical sense, you just go through each section to see which one's like. For example, you may put the sugar into the cup first and then the tea bag in the cup. It's entirely how you would make a cup of tea. Okay. So, why are flowcharts used? So this is an example of a flowchart here. This is obviously mapping computer algorithms on here. So to plan a new project, visualize and troubleshoot, to program microcontrollers with instructions that control what the microcontroller will do. So this is an example of why they're used, because when you first see it, when I showed you a flowchart on its own, I think everyone was a bit confused. But start S equals 12, well, obviously this S, you will know when you're designing your flowchart what S equals. And same with P. P equals P plus 1, etc. But we're obviously starting easy for now, and then we'll start going on to a bit more harder flowcharts. But for now, let's keep it simple so you understand and you can go through this yourself. So, everyday microcontrollers, we went through some of these, like cruise control, microwaves, washing machines, remote controls. There's things in your everyday life that are programmed. So, these are some of the examples. This is the cruise control for a car. So, if we start at the beginning, there's speed sensor. And then decision, too fast? Yes. Then less fuel to the engine. Too fast? No. Too slow? Yes. More fuel to the engine? No. And then it loops again. So this is designed, obviously, to keep the car speed constant on the motorway. I know we went through and some people said that their parents or carers use cruise control. So, flowchart activity. I gave you the doctor surgery flowchart, so this is on your home drive, which obviously everyone completed. There was the extension task as well that a couple of people completed. Think of 3 more elements that you could add to the flowchart. Can you add them in here? So basically, we could add more questions. So, for example, again, some people in the room said, well, when we go to the doctors, they don't do this. But it's a case of thinking of this logically. So you know that this first starting box isn't going to be patient leaves. It's not going to start with patient leaves, is it? So logically, patient arrives. Then next one, ask for the patient's name. Well, some people put the patient's name this around here. Well, they won't know if the information has been updated or if they've actually registered at the doctors without knowing their name. So we went through that anyway. So you've got that on your home drive. If anyone's got any questions on that, let me know. And obviously we did a Kahoot as well, but I won't do that now. And you've all got homework. So the homework for 9B is in on Wednesday the 23rd. And 9A, it's Thursday the 24th. Okay?